this has been really wonderful. And I think that the only thing we all have is to be hopeful. Without hope, then there's nothing, right? No matter how bad things are, we have to be hopeful. And that hope really lives in South Africa. That hope was ignited by people like Nelson Mandela, Archbishop Tutu, and many, many people, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all these people that we're still here today, continue to struggle, but we have to be hopeful. So I'm gonna read this passage. I found a research report on the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. It's a 520 something pages, but I extracted some paragraphs from that report. And I'm gonna read a passage from that report, and I would then have, Honorable Popo Molefe comment on that, and anyone else that do have anything to add before we wrap up. So this is a passage from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report. It has been the privilege of this commission to explore a part of that landscape and to represent the truth that emerged in the process. And we have tried in whatever ways we could to weave into this truth about our past some essential lessons for the future of the people of this country. Because the future too is another country. And we can do no more than lay at its feet the small wisdoms we have been able to garner out of our present experience. How profound. Honorable Molefe, would you please pick up from here, and let's hear your closing thoughts. That South Africa belonged to these young people to build this future based on the legacy of people like, Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Please go ahead, sir.
I agree with you, Bukola, that that statement you read is absolutely profound. Clearly, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, as I indicated in my earlier comment, was intended to lay a foundation upon which we could build a South Africa that is united in its diversity, a South Africa where there will be peace, the brutalities of the past would be things that would be forgotten, would become, would no longer find a place in that new South Africa. Joe Mboweni says that the country is going down. I think in the last 10 years, we have failed the youth of South Africa. You are sitting in a country where there's approximately 64% of young people unemployed.
Wow.
So increasingly, very little hope for the young people. The economy is in a bad shape. Increasingly, some people in a powerful position do not think that they should focus on preparing programs that will change the lives of our people. I think we need to appreciate the dire situation of the young people in our country, and to take that experience of our people, relying on the work that the Truth and Reconciliation Commission did. In particular, the point that was made by Mr. Jefferson, saying that the Truth and Reconciliation Commission was not just about confessions, that there's an element of reparation as well, which we have failed to do and to address. I think we do need, and we have very little time to do so, to address that question of reparation. And one aspect thereof is the fact that we have many young people who should have had education, but they were denied that education. And many more still drop out at high school level. So we need to make sure that we do things that makes our programs attractive to the youth. Find a way in which our youth fund can assist to create more jobs for younger people. And of course, the leaders would need to master the art of oratory of the Archbishop to ensure that we capture the imagination of these young people and school them in the moral values that Nelson Mandela, Archbishop Tutu have taught us, had embraced and espoused. So I think that's all I can say, is that we need to work hard to implement certain provisions of the report of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, to the extent that it addresses the challenge of the betterment of the lives of ordinary South Africans, and understanding that the young people in particular represents the future.
Yes.
The point that the Truth Commission makes, that the future is another country,
Right.
but that future is our youth.